Hi, this is David Lieberhart. We are finishing the tour up on April the 1st. We came from Yucca Valley, and my goodness, the sky is milky white with all the pollution. I voted for Governor Brown in the past, but I'm very disappointed in him that he voted down the trains to Las Vegas and the extension on the light rail and the subways in Los Angeles. We are killing ourselves with all this pollution, and the sky is milky white with pollution. As my grandmother Schroeder would say, it's a scandalous and a shame. I want to thank Jonah for putting together a wonderful tour with me for a whole month, for the whole month of March. I do deeply forgive the people that in Santa Fe that walked off halfway through the concert, which was extremely rude and unprofessional of them. And I sang and did all the songs they wanted me to do. But, I hope that I'm grateful for the people that do appreciate me and value me, that stayed through the whole programs. We really put on a good show. We did a Shrek movie review. We did a lot of songs that the songs that Jonah and I didn't rehearse. We still did them for the fans that they wanted, but some of the fans are acting like Derek Swire, who doesn't really appreciate my value the diamond of talent I have, and it's very, very, very sad. But I have to just like I have to move on and forgive my ex-wife Bridget Foodman. I have to live on and forgive my disloyal fans that are not appreciative of me, and be grateful for the fans that do appreciate me. Yeah, we are. I went past Beaumont and Banning, where I used to live with my ex-wife, and I had a big cherry orchard at one of the in Banning, California, and I had beautiful rose bushes and a beautiful water lily garden there. When my wife decided to cheat on the marriage with Roberto Julius Gonzalez, I moved back to Los Angeles. And then my cousin Phyllis McKinnon died, and her husband kicked me out with nowhere to go and gave me $2,000 to leave after I helped her for 15 years. The people, some of the husband and the family were very ungrateful, but such is life. You just have to move on and have to forgive and forget my Uncle Danny and my sister Tyra and Etta and Janetta, Uncle Danny's wife, and DJ and Leslie Grange and Albert Grange, and have to wash the dust off my feet and keep on walking. Yeah, I'm grateful for my fans that are my new family. I'm hoping someday I meet a wife to start a new family with, where I'm valued and appreciated. Anyway, we're traveling on the 10 freeway and finishing up the last of the tour. And the pollution gets worse and worse and worse in Los Angeles. The sky is milky white. It is so sad. There were people that made battery cars that only had to be charged up like you charge up your cell phone and your laptop, but the greed, they want people to buy that diesel fuel. All the aliens, the Palladians, the Corindians, the Manouche, especially the Manouchians that work with Georgia Dempsey, they warn the United States government to stop using gas and diesel fuel, but they're hard-headed like the Republicans that have a mind to just do what they want to do. And we wouldn't have this pollution. People are dying of cancer because of pollution. Many of the animal species and flowers are dying because of the arrogance and the selfishness to have gasoline and diesel fuel and fossil fuel instead of using electricity. They killed all the electric interurbans and electric commuter cars. And it's sad that the cities just like Metrolink, they use diesel that pollutes the air instead of building a light rail or a monorail or electric interurban that's update. like the Chicago North Shore and Milwaukee Railroad or the Illinois Terminal with fast, efficient, speedy electric cars. Yeah, we are digging our own grave with fossil fuel. The Palladians and the Menusians and the Corinthians and the Articulars have told the government to stop using gasoline and diesel fuel, but they're just as hard as headed as they just don't want to listen. So they're just they are just it's very sad. But it's when I'm going to be back in LA after I rest today. I'll be back. I have to go to the unemployment office and file for my unemployment since I didn't make a lot of money on the tour. I'm grateful for what I did make, and I've got to get a bus pass. I got to really use my money wisely. I'm going to be back at fans. You can see me. I will be at the Hollywood Bowl all this summer because decided to flake out on me and not tour with me, which was very sad. And I was very good and to my coworkers. I bought them food at McDonald's. Even when I paid for them to stay in hotels because they didn't want to sleep on the floor. I went over I was going to do the same again, but at the last moment said he didn't want to tour with me. So I'm going to be busting as a street musician at the Hollywood Bowl all summer long until September. Then I go on tour with Jonah again back in the Midwest and back east. And we won't be going to Chicago this time. But it's very, 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 very sad that flaked out on me, and he said anyway. I just have to forgive and move on. Just like when a relationship doesn't work out, you have to bless it, release it, and move on. And that's what I have to do. And well, I'm grateful. I'm coming. I'll be at I'll be all summer at the Santa Monica Pier and 3rd Street Promenade as a street musician. Sometimes I'll go to Pasadena to sell my portraits on Colorado Boulevard. I'm looking for a new job at a church as a soloist or organist. I have my own music. This was CCLI, Christian Copyright Licensing International. I would like, if there's a church out there that's into contemporary, like to hire an organist or soloist or a music director, I'm available. I put out ads to do work at my own Christian Science church, but nobody seems to be responding back. So the door's open. I'm willing to do any music at any denominational Protestant church for a reasonable fee to cover my transportation and my that's going to pay me wisely as a soloist. I read music. I went to Berkeley School for Music, then to LA City College, and took some classes at UCLA and USC for music theory, piano, voice, and I would like to be employed at a church as a musician also for the summer. The Fourth Church of Christ Scientists in Long Beach, they shut down the light rail for repair, and they won't have that repaired until September, so I can't go out there to work. And then Nick Gibbs only wants me to do the stale old hymns that are already in the Christian Science hymnal. I like to do fresh new music that I've written and music that's with CCLI, Christian Copyright Licensing. Well, the traffic is getting real bad. This looks like he's going to move over. The big truck. Oh, you pushed ahead. There's a lane over here, Jonah, when you get that's an express lane for only 2 people that's going to be coming up.
Okay.
It starts around El Monte, so you might want to move over there to connects up with the last lane. The traffic is extremely bad. I mean, it's gravy traffic, and we're going back to California from Yucca Valley, and I tell you, this gravy of cars and buses, infinite cars and buses everywhere. And then the sky is as white as Snow White because of the pollution. And, I don't know what to say about planet Earth. They just have a lot of hard-headed Republicans that run everything, and they just care about making money in their pocket. They don't care about bettering nature or humanity. I used to belong to the 4-H club, and they taught us to plant trees and bushes and flowers and shrubs where there used to be a fire. And then I used to belong to the Sierra Club, where I did a lot of hiking and planting trees where forests were burned. I'm trying to get that would be a good. I'd like to go into the Jonah. I'd like us to look into getting back. Me being back a member of the Sierra Club, and you joining too. You'd really enjoy yourself. Since you like nature, you like plants, and I'm not all the way a vegan, but I eat vegan food with Jonah. My ex-fiance, I had 2 ex-fiancés that were vegans, and then my cousin Albert Grange, he's got the wrong age put up for his computer company. He's just a year older than me. He was born in 1956, not 1926. He's using his dad's ID for his business, which is crazy. Albert Grange is he's only 63. He is not 90-some years old. So, anyway, I've got to get a new family. My old family is burned out. It's sad. All my family never learned anything from church. They never learned to love their neighbor as theirself. They think more of their friends than their family. Same thing with my 2 nieces. I have to love them, bless them, release them, and forgive them, and forget them, and move on. Just like I had to do with Bridget. Yeah, you can't love it, like that song I wrote, No More Blues About Sonia Rude, no more trying to love someone that doesn't love you. Now, Sonia and I are part German, we're part Norwegian, we're both musicians and artists, but she decided she didn't want me, she wanted Mark Rosbach, so I have to move on and wish her the best. I know there's plenty of fish in the sea, and I'll meet someone better than her. Well, anyway, glad Tim and Eric, and I want to thank Absolutely Production for 12 years of hard work as an artist, musician, puppeteer, cartoonist. I want to take the time to thank Tim Heidecker and Eric Walheimer for believing in me enough to give me a part on their shows and their comedy shows, doing and music and art and being creative. I want to thank Clark Rankers. I want to thank John Ugard. I want to thank Caroline Bader, who just had a baby, for all her kindness and loyalty and helping me with my career and all the costumes she makes and being a great secretary for Tim and Eric. Anyway, we're coming to an end. I'm almost in Los Angeles, and I want to thank Jonah Motion for a great tour and 5 years of hard work and all the good editing and all the good stuff he puts up on me, doing on YouTube, doing different acting skits with my puppets and myself. So it looks like we're getting closer and closer and closer to home. I passed Del Monte. I'm on the 10 freeway. And then when I transfer to the 101 freeway, he gets off at Vermont, I'll be home. And wow, it was a great 5 a great month, touring all over Texas. I want to thank the people who came out and supported me and stayed through the whole show. I want to thank the faithful, diehard fans that really love me and that are sincere about their love toward me and their support toward me. I want to thank them. I want to thank Kevin Shred, who's been a wonderful fan of mine from New York, who tried to help me get a job at DreamWorks, even though it didn't fall through. Anyway, like I say, you can see me every day at night at the Music Center. During the day, I'll be back at the 3rd Street Promenade in Santa Monica Pier. But sadly to say, you'll never see me again at La Brea Tar Pits, thanks to the security guards and the police and the new owners of La Brea Tar Pits. They Scrooges. They don't want enjoyment at the park. They won't even let people walk their dogs in the park anymore, which is sad. So anyway, it's just the way it is. The city councilman, even though there's a lot of people on Hollywood Boulevard, I was told by the mayor and city councilman that they did not want me to be there on Hollywood Boulevard anymore. So I don't want to get a fine or a ticket. So as Rome do as the Romans do. So I've got to go along to get along. So anyway, I guess that's just the way things are. We are almost home. Thank you. See you soon. And see you soon. Hope you see my better cartoons.
Would you sing a goodbye?
I'm saying goodbye from the David Liebehart broadcast. I'm saying hi to my fans, although that listen. We're going bye-bye. I'm going back home. I'm saying goodbye from the David Liebe broadcast. We had a good month touring all over Texas, Pablo, Colorado, all the way down to Yucca Valley, Joshua Tree, and now I'm coming back home, can't you see? I'm saying so long from the David Liebehart broadcast. I hope we'll ski and wish you soon. I'm saying goodbye to the Juba broadcast, but I'll see you soon when Jonah comes back from Europe. Thank you. Adios. Goodbye. Thank you for being the best part of David Liebehart.